My name is Joseph Montejano. I would like to tell you the story of my life and all the challenges I've gone through. Telling you my story is important because I want others to understand how have felt, not judge anyone who may also be feeling the same way. When my mom was pregnant, she was told she was having twins. To the faith and God's plan, my mom had a miscarriage and lost my twin in the process. She was only 4 months pregnant, but I was still in her belly doing well. My challenge began the day I was born. However, I have also thanked God because He has also protected me and I am well today because of that. When I was born, my intentions were not in the cor- correct place, and, and instead they were pushing up into my stomach. I was paralyzed, taken to the NICU and White Memorial Hospital, and I was there for 10 days. This was until I was transferred to CLA to have my first surgery. To this was another miracle and challenge to have a healthy heart. The doctors ended up adjusting where my intestines were, and I spent a month recovering in the hospital. At 2 months old, I went home for the first time. I had a appointment set up for a cardio intestines were changing my life, but my family did not know that yet. Once the appointment arrived, my mom was told my heart was only working at 40%. Again, I was taken to the CLA hospital, and and I would then be hospitalized in the ICU for the age of 3 months until August 29 when I was 9 months old. Oh, but those of months, those couple of months were not easy for my family, and I went through lots of difficulties. But with our faith in God, nothing was ever questioned. One of the challenges I was focusing with was my heart was getting worse and one no longer worked. My mom had two choices. If she either placed me on a open chest machine or a new machine which I could be the first to use. I would be the first to use. The doctors did not know how the new machine would work as it would also be the first time it began used in the US. In the US, this was a difficult decision for my parents, but they had faith in God through it all. The time came when my heart stopped working, and the new machine, burning heart push, had not arrived. The machine looked like a plastic heart and always full of blood to be pushed since my heart could not do that for me anymore. Since the burning heart had not arrived, I was going to be placed on the open chest machine, which could have had complications. Another miracle for me occurred, and the machine arrived. I machine arrived just when I was in surgery. However, with the burning heart, I had to be looked at a lot because blood call, calls, clogs were something that could happen and that would be very dangerous if those clogs traveled through my brain. There were serious clogs and infections. However, with the support of my mom and the doctors and the faith we had in God, I was about about to go through so many challenges while I was so little. My mom told me the that a lot the time I was in the ICU, lots of children sadly passed away, and she was so afraid something would also happen to me. However, my new heart arrived in April during surgery. I died for a few minutes, but then again I was survived, and I was a and as a new miracle here I was from the moment to now have been lots of other challenges like infections and rejections, but I am here today, and that is what I thank thank God for. With the help of my doctors and my family, about I am able to fight to be healthy and have a happy life. I will also fight for myself. I always wanted to be a part of a team like in football or basketball, but my condition does not allow that. I also take 25 medications daily, which helps me keeps which helps me keep me as healthy as I could can be. My kidneys only work 50%, and every 6 to 12 months I have to undo, undergo a bio, biopsy, which allowed doctors to remind aware of how my body is working. My life has been difficult since that day. I was born, and I still face challenges this day. However, everyone also focuses their only faces their own challenges. We could not judge or feel negative towards others, but be there for them and maybe a make a lifelong friend. One of the reasons I also wanted to tell my story is due to one of many challenges, rejection and bullying. I have also consider myself a good son, brother, cousin, neighbor, friend, and student. Of course, as I grow, I make mistakes and I have made bi- bad decisions that have, of course, regretted. I am sorry for anyone listening who I may hurt. I have also been bullied and rejected, which is not a great feeling. I would like to share my story to those who have also felt like I'm like an outsider and tell them they are not alone and there's lots of people who truly want to help. It is not easy to not focus on the bad, but remember those is but remember those there is also in our lives, a good in our lives, but there's others who are also going through lots of challenges, and it could even be our bullies who are going through something like this, like that. We could not let our opinions of others make us feel bad when we know we are doing our best to be a good person. I will work on not giving the negative voices much importance. And also and so would you if you are feeling like me. A lot of kids go through feelings like this and these very sad it this very sad it sometimes leads to permanent consequences. I want to ask anyone to make a choice. Let's listen to each other and make true friends to help you find the good in life. I know from experience it's difficult to trust people because I have been hurt by those that seem to be true friends but did not have good intentions. I have a I I have a few friends who I feel are worth a lot, which is a nice feeling. I wanted to share my story with you to get to know me as a person. I also believe that God had a lot to do with the reason I experience and why I'm here sharing this with you. I believe I had a purpose in life and I will continue to try and help others. I want anyone who needs help or to needs help to feel like they have a friend in me and it would be nice for me to feel the same way as well. I am here for you.